Tragic that your husband should be taken so young.
Massive heart attack, the doctor said. Oh, poor dear Hector.
And you live at Park Crescent? I know it well. I shall have him conveyed to our chapel of rest here within the hour.
Thank you so much, Mr. Greeley.
I assume there won't be an inquest, so we can proceed with the arrangements immediately, though I quite understand if you don't wish to discuss the details just yet.
I want to settle it now, please.
Very well.
My husband wished his remains to be cremated. He was adamant.
Of course. But there are some forms that must be completed.
I'll do it now.
No, not by you. Form A is a declaration that has to be made in front of a justice of the peace. Form B must be filled in by the doctor who certified the death, and Form C by another doctor.
But this is ridiculous. This is bureaucracy gone mad. All I want is my poor dear husband to be laid to rest.
Of course, but I'm afraid cremation is a rather complicated business.
Is burial less complicated?
Much less.
Then I'll have him buried.
But I thought you said he wanted...
My husband would have wanted whatever's most convenient.
Whatever Madam wishes. Well, I shan't be needing the death certificate, but I shall be needing the disposal certificate.
The what?
The disposal certificate. It would have been dealt with by the registrar.
I think you must have left it at home, dear.
That's probably what it is. Here's what I suggest. I'll drive over to Park Crescent with a colleague. You ladies can be looking for the disposal certificate, and we'll prepare the deceased for removal.
You do no such thing. I don't want you going anywhere near him. I came here expecting sympathy and understanding, and you just talk about disposal as if my poor dear husband was a piece of rubbish. I shall take my customer elsewhere. You might have warned me.
What about?
This bloody disposal bump. I mean, presumably poor old Barry had to have one.
Well, there were hundreds of forms. I didn't bother to look.
How do we get one?
Well, from the registrar. That means reporting the death, which means getting a doctor to look at him, and he's been dead best part of a day.
How about some gin-soaked quack we could make eyes at?
Do you know one?
No.
Yeah. Well, anyway, even if you did, you still have to report it to the coroner.
Buggeration! I tell you what we do. Cut out the middleman.
What do you mean?
Undertakers. All that red tape will only trip us up. We'll just have to dispose of poor old Hector ourselves.
Do you mean dig a grave?
I don't think digging's our sort of thing, do you, sweetie? It's a pity the war's over. An air raid would be handy.
What about a bomb site?
Where?
Well, the one opposite my house got hit by a doodlebug, uncovered an old well. Boy fell down. It took them all day to get him out.
Sounds promising.
Yes. They're going to bulldoze it soon.
Even better. I went to bed with Barry, you know.
Assumed you had.
It's rather beastly, actually.
I know.
And very brief.
Yes. I was always rather grateful for that. Going somewhere?
Manchester, to be consoled by my dear mamma. Better change my shoes. Can't climb around the bomb site in high heels. No, darling. Just wait in the car.
Rose.
Yes?
I know things have been difficult, and I'm sorry if I've been a bit bossy at times. But you've been such a help. Been marvellous. And I'm really grateful.
Well, what are friends for?
I think that must be it there. Can't see a thing.
Come on. Let's get on with it.
Goodbye, heck. See you in another life.
Victor's shoes has fallen. Over there, look. Better throw it down the hole.
evening, miss. Everything all right?
Yes, thank you.
You shouldn't be in there. It's dangerous.
I lost my dog.
Your dog?
Yes, poor little thing. Ran into the bomb site, disappeared.
Would you like me to go and have a look for him? I've got a torch.
No, don't worry. Happened a week ago. I was visiting a friend of mine.
Yes, I've seen this car parked here before.
Yes. Do you know, whenever I pass, I just stop and call his name. It's silly, I know.
I'll keep my eyes open for him.
Thank you. Very sweet.
Everything all right, madam?
I thought I'd lost my ticket. I'm going on a trip, you see.
I hope you enjoy it, madam.
Don't worry, darling. I will. Good night.
While tonight's story is reminiscent of Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train, it was actually based on a 1989 novel called On the Edge by Peter Lovesey. Lovesey was a boy in London during World War II. During the Blitz, he was sent to live with a family in Cornwall. His memory of the war and its grim aftermath provided the inspiration for tonight's story. Lovesey didn't set out to be a writer. He was a teacher when he first noticed a writing competition being advertised in the Times. He sat down, wrote a book, and won first prize. The rest, as they say, is mystery history. Despite churning out 30 novels in 30 years, Lovesey calls himself a slow writer. He manages a page a day, perfecting each sentence before moving on to the next. He always works out the plot in advance, down to the last harrowing detail. This way, he faces no untoward surprises at the end. Poor Antonia. If only she'd been as prudent. I'm Diana Rigg. Good night.
Uncover our website at PBS Online, www.pbs.org.